Hey guys, so you're wondering why I'm standing up in my chair with my belly here? Well, something needs to be changed. And that's why. New shirt, let's do this, everyone. Okay, so today, guys, welcome. Today we are acting to How to Magic. Evan Ever at TV. We're gonna
keep going. You see the pirate sword go right through the key. Watch.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, a sword. What's good? Welcome back to How to Magic. I am your host. What's good? Welcome back to How to Magic. I am your host, Evan Era. Today, I'm showing you 5 dangerous sword tricks.
Excalibur's blade was fixed in stone. And there it stayed.
So if you're ready, hit that thumbs up button for me and let's go. Okay, this first one is a magical way to use a sword to open a bottle. Check it out. Now you can just take your champagne glass, pour some up for your friends. Okay, here's the secret behind this amazing trick. The first thing you need for this is a bottle of champagne. Now, any champagne will do, but a key thing that you want to make sure of is that you remove all the foil wrapping from the top and all of the wire covering that covers the cork. Otherwise, this will not work properly, and your bottle could shatter somewhere in the middle and potentially cut your hand. So it is a dangerous thing. Make sure you exercise caution when you do this. But here's the first step, to remove all the foil. So you want to get the majority of the foil off, get as much as you can off. The real key is removing the wire. So you're going to untwist this. Careful your cork does not pop out when you remove it. You do not want to pop this yet. Carefully remove the wire frame, and you can set this aside. And your last step before you pop the bottle with the sword is to dry the bottle off. You do want to make sure it's cold. Not sure why, it just seems to work better when the champagne is chilled. And then you want to dry it off, get all the excess moisture off of the bottle. So now you are good to go to saber your bottle. You can use a sword, a dagger, really any blade, even a butter knife will work for this. You're actually going to use the back of the blade, and you're going to run it down the bottle like this, and it's going to hit that lip on the end of the bottle right there. It's essentially going to cut the glass right there and knock the end of this bottle off. It's sabering a bottle. You want to find the seam of the glass, and what you're going to do is run the knife down the seam. So you can turn the bottle around and find like where it's joined together. You can see it right here. See that? That's the seam of the bottle. You're going to run your knife right down that. So in one fluid motion, you're just going to ride it right down the seam and hit the end of it. Just right off the end. Now you're good to go. The bottle pops open just like that. Look how clean a break that is. Now you can just take your champagne glass, pour some up for your friends. So this is what you get when you saber the bottle. It's this super cool just ring of glass from the top, and the end of the cork is still inside. Such a fun souvenir. Super cool. Look how clean a cut that is too. So what happens is when the knife hits the end of the bottle, it hits that little lip, it just severs the glass right there, and because of the pressure built up inside the champagne bottle, it just cuts the glass so cleanly right there. This works almost every single time you do it, and you can even do it with a butter knife. Try it out at home, but be very, very careful and know that I am not liable for any damages whatsoever. Now guys, as I've said before, I'm not actually much of a drinker, but this was such a cool trick. We had to get some bottles of champagne and try it out. So this is definitely the coolest way to open a bottle of champagne. You could also open like sparkling grape juice if you are a kid and you can't drink alcohol yet. As long as it's carbonated and in a glass bottle with a cork, you can saber it open. And that is how you open a bottle with a sword. Okay, this one's a scaled down sword illusion that can fit in your pocket. Check it out. Okay, so this is like a miniature version of a sword trick. There's a little pocket trick you can carry around. Take the little key, it goes right through just like that, and then you flip this little lever on the side and you can see the pirate's sword go right through the key. Watch.
Oh, that's cool.
Right through the metal key. And look, on the opposite side, you can actually see the tip of the key sticking out. It really is all the way through here. So it's all the way through. The sword is able to pass right through the key.
I'm actually
Just like that.
kind of
Magically
master
passes through it.
but
That is
not totally
crazy.
magic.
How's it going through it?
And the secret to this trick is just as amazing as the trick itself.
Can I look at it?
Sure, check it out.
It goes all the way through? Yeah. How does that work?
The spectator can even do this themselves. They can play around with it, they can flip the lever back and forth and see the sword go through the key. Crazy, right?
How does that work?
Alright, here's how it's done. I'm about to reveal a secret. The secret to this trick is extremely simple, and I'll teach you how it's done right now. In order to learn the secret to this trick, we're gonna have to slow things down. Super slow motion. So what actually happens is the pirate's sword doesn't go through the key at all. It actually goes in the complete opposite direction all the way around to the other side. It just happens so fast that you can't see it. That's why we have to slow it down like this. They can watch it over and over. But as they say, the hand is quicker than the eye, but in this case it's a little sword that's quicker than the eye. You just genuinely cannot see it. It's that fast. Magically passes through it. Now, if we hadn't slowed it down into slow motion, I'm sure a lot of you guys would probably not believe that that's actually what's happening. It's so crazy when you see it in person. And the sword goes right through the key. Down, up, down, up.
It's that fast. It
really
it's going
is.
straight through.
It looks like it's going right through it. So great news, the magic sword trick is going to be available in the shop. Right now, as you're watching this video, it is live. There's a link in the description if you want to get one. There's also a mobile card right here. They will sell out fast. This first production run that we got is a limited amount, so make sure you place your order now if you want to get one. This is one of my favorite tricks of all time. It should be a part of every magician's arsenal. Such a fun little thing that you can carry around with you and show to people at a moment's notice. And that is the secret to the magic pirate sword trick. This is an impossible looking sword illusion that's sure to fool your friends and family. Take a look. Okay, for this one I have a brown paper bag, and inside it, just an ordinary bag, but inside I have something really cool I want to show you. It's actually a sword inside the bag. And that is the magic appearing sword. This magic sword appear out of nowhere. It seems very dangerous.
They Game of Thrones.
Okay, here's the secret setup behind this amazing sword trick. Kind of like the giant straw from the bag. It's one of those impossible looking things. It's a very unique magic trick where it seems like you're pulling an object that is much bigger than the thing that it's coming out of. It's a really cool concept for a trick. This is a special gimmick sword. I've actually shown this in a video before. It's so cool I wanted to show a different application for it other than I did in the previous video. So this actually rolls up on itself is the way it works. I'll show you a nice close-up of that. This sword is made of metal, but the metal is actually flexible. And it can unroll like this. And then the sword snaps into place and it becomes stiff. So you can show it off like it's a real sword. But then when you need to, just pop it and it'll roll up just like that. So all you do is start out with the sword already collapsed and inside your paper bag. Close this up. All you're doing inside the bag is just holding the bottom of the sword and then grab the bottom of the sword and just let it unroll just like this. When it gets to the end, you're going to pop it back into its rigid position and pull it out of the bag. It's a super amazing illusion that really requires no sleight of hand at all. Just a paper bag and your magic sword. And that is how you do the magic appearing sword from the paper bag. Okay, this one is an extremely dangerous sword trick. Here's a performance of what it looks like. Okay, for this one,
I never saw those words.
let's see it. Drum roll. This is very dangerous, so do not try this at home. Veronica is a trained professional. You got it. You're good. Keep going.
This is an ad for a project management tool called Monday.com. This is what it looks like, and
Yeah.
this is what it feels like.
Going. Oh.
Right through there. I've seen that.
Wow.
I haven't watched this particular video.
Amazing.
I've only watched the trick.
Back out. Don't gag. Wow. We'll show you the secret behind this amazing illusion right now. Not as dangerous as it looks. Here's the secret behind this amazing illusion. So this is actually the exact same sword from the last trick. It is the same trick sword that we used for the appearing sword from the paper bag. All Veronica did was reverse the process. Want to show us how you did that?
Yep. So when I went to pretend like I was putting it in my mouth, I just put it right there behind my teeth and let it roll. And then as it was going in, it looked like it was going down my throat, really painful. And then when I went to remove it, started unrolling it this way, and you keep your hand there so it kind of looks like right here, because this is in your mouth. And then at the very end, like the paper bag trick, you have to kind of snap it back into place, pull it all the way out, and show them the sword.
Any other like tips or advice you would give to kind of make it seem more realistic?
Kind of like, I was like kind of showing that your throat was like hurting, but there on
Right, making it seem like it's actually going down your throat, like you're actually swallowing the
Yes,
sword.
you kind of bend your head back.
Make it seem like you're struggling a little bit.
Yeah, and you are kind of like, it's a pretty big,
It is, yeah.
so you have to be aware of like where it goes.
If you get really proficient at it, you practice it enough, people will be absolutely shocked. They will not believe their eyes. And that is how you make a dangerous sword trick completely safe. Okay, for this one, you're going to show off your sword skills with a cool card trick. Check it out. Okay, for this one, we're going to need a deck of cards, and I'm going to have you say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there. Take a look at the card.
Okay.
Got it? We'll show it to the camera. All right. Card's going to go right back in the middle of the deck. If you will, mix these up for us.
Okay.
Over here, I have my sword. I'm going to use this in just a moment.
Okay. Let me
Got
just keep going. Okay.
Got it all mixed?
Yeah.
Satisfied with that?
Yep.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Pick the cards. Your card is somewhere in this deck, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, watch.
Okay. Oh.
Is that your card?
Yeah. What? Holy shit.
Okay, here's the trick to this sword. Sword trick. Here's the sword trick. Here's the trick to the sword. You're going to need 2 decks of cards that are absolutely identical to each other. You need 2 decks that have the same color back and same on the faces. What you're going to do is remove 1 card from the deck, and then you can set this whole deck aside. You have this card, and you're going to find the corresponding card in this deck. So you've got a duplicate card. That is going to come into play. It's very important because 1 card is going to start out already rigged on this special sword. Let me show you how it works. So on the tip of the sword is this. The tip actually comes off. There's a little plastic piece right here that's threaded on an elastic band that runs all the way down the length of the body of the sword and is attached down here in the handle. So you're able to pull this out, and what you're going to do is put a hole right in the middle of this card, of one of your duplicates. And it's going to go in between the tip and the front of the sword, so it's going to go right in here. You're going to poke a hole in it, just like this, small hole. You're then going to take a pair of scissors and cut right down the length side of the card, just like that. And you have to do this in order to get the card onto the elastic bands. You're going to slide it on just like that and seat it in the hole that you've made in the card. Now your next step is to take a piece of tape and put it right across here. Tape is going to go right across there, just like that. Tape that in place, and I found it's good to put another piece of tape on the other side and I'll lock it in. Just like that. Now, your card is attached on the elastic band. This is how it's going to end up. This is how it looks like you stabbed the card. What you do is grab this tip, and you're going to pull like this, and you're going to stretch it all the way down to the handle. The card then slides inside a hidden compartment inside the handle of the sword. This is the guard that protects your hand on the sword. It's actually hollow, and a card can slide right inside it, just like that. So you're going to slide that in there, and there's also a groove right here that this little nub slides onto. It's like a catch, and it holds it right there. And this is how you deploy the card to snap back to the front of the sword. It happens so fast that they can't see it. You just push up with your thumb, and the card will pop into place. So the misdirection and the distraction of spraying the cards up into the air acts to hide the card flying out of the handle and coming up here to the tip. And it looks like you just stabbed the card with the sword, and it is their selected card because you used the duplicate. I'm going to force the duplicate on them. What I did in that performance, I think it's called a dribble force. Just have the card on the bottom of the deck. You're going to cut a portion of them off. You're going to go underneath that card, and you're going to hold a thumb break right here. This is exaggerated just to show you. You're going to say, tell me when to stop whenever you want. You're going to let cards dribble down into your other hand. When they say stop, you're going to let all the cards fall and show them the bottom card. That is their force card, the one that you want them to pick. So in real time, it would be like this. Veronica, tell me when to stop whenever you want. Right there. You just drop all the remaining cards that are in your hand and show them that card right there. And it's so quick that people think you're stopping in time with what they're telling you to do, but you're actually not. This thing is super cool. As you can see, this is slanted. It's at like an angle right here. This little nub will just naturally slide down here and fly off. Watch as I push it up, card flies out and sticks to the front. This thing is super dangerous. You want to make sure there's no one directly in front of you when it deploys, because this will fly out and hit somebody in the face. So when you spray the cards up in the air and you deploy this, make sure there's no spectators standing in the direct line of the sword. You want to act like you're stabbing the cards as they spray into the air. Make sure they're at a safe distance away. But boy, that is an awesome, dangerous sword trick. And that is the secret behind the magic sword through the card. Guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. It really does help. Share it on your Facebook or Twitter. Text or email it to a friend. You know what to do. Also, there's a link in the description. There's also a mobile card if you want to get a pirate sword. Want to get one of the pirate sword tricks? I highly recommend it. It's a trick that's just so ingenious. Like, the method to it, the secret behind it is such an ingenious secret that every magician should own it just to look at it. It's such a great thing to have. I highly recommend you get it. We do have a limited supply, so make sure you order now. Link is in the description again. Also, a little thing on the end screen that you can click on. Thank you guys for all the love and support on the shop, and have fun performing your magic pirate sword trick. Alright guys, if you have a Snapchat, add me on Snapchat right here. You can use the snap code. You just screenshot this, you can put it into your Snapchat. Add me on Snapchat. I post stuff every day. I post cool tricks, a lot of cool travel videos, you know, fun stuff. There's also a link in the description you can click on and it'll automatically add me. Go add your boy on Snap. It's giveaway time. I'm giving away 5 of the pirate sword tricks to 5 lucky comments in the comment section. So if you want to win, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below. You can leave as many comments as you want. In fact, the more comments you leave on this video, the better your chances of winning one of the pirate swords. I'll pick 5 lucky comments, so get to leaving your comments down below, and thank you for all the support on the video. Alright guys, it's time to announce the giveaway winners from the last How To Magic video. Congratulations to our winners right here. Send me a message on YouTube with your full mailing address to claim your prize. Thank you to everyone who entered the drawing, and good luck to everyone entering this giveaway drawing. Sure to hit that thumbs up and leave those comments below. Alright guys, that is it. If you're new to our channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell. Turn on your notifications so you see our videos.
Don't.
Reach down in the eggnog and pull out an egg. That is so cool. Actually want it to be the 8 of hearts.
That's our card.
Take the hot chocolate and magically mix it.
And it's a snowflake. That's cool. Oh.
Inside the ornament, you see it? Just like that, you magically carve Santa Claus out of ice.
You all ruined Christmas.
What's good, and welcome back to the 2018 holiday special of How to Magic. Watch the card. I am your host, Devin Air. I've got my lovely daughter, Ava, today with me, and we are showing you 12 magic pranks to pull at your holiday parties.
Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to my party.
This first one is an amazing illusion that you can pull off in the wintertime.
Take a look at this performance.
Okay, V, I have a cool trick to show you. You ever seen anybody do, like, ice sculpting before? You
No.
chisel away a block of ice and, like, carve something out of it. So since it's winter, think of something that kind of, like, reminds you of Christmas, like a Christmas tree or, like, a ornament or something like that. What's the first thing that pops in your mind? Santa? Okay, so I'm going to try and do an ice sculpture, but I'm going to do it in kind of a different way. I'm going to use a little bit of magic and something else. This is a flamethrower.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
This is the Elon Musk Boring Company flamethrower.
How are you going to do that?
We're going to try and do a little bit of we're going to do some ice sculpting, but we're going to do it in a bit of a different way, okay? Check this out.
I don't think that's safe.
I got my block of ice here, right?
Yeah.
It said Santa, right?
Santa's already
So fast.
Fire.
I know, I saw it happen.
perfect ice sculpture of Santa Claus. Alright, here's how it's done. I'm about to reveal the secret to this trick is extremely simple, and I'll teach you how it's done right now. So the first thing you're going to need to set this up is a glass statue of Santa Claus or a different figure. You could also use like an animal or something else, and you want to make sure it's completely clear glass so that it will be completely hidden in your block of ice. Your next step is to take your glass statue and submerge it in water. So once you've got the glass statue submerged in water, you're then going to place it in a freezer and let it harden up. Other than a flamethrower, you can also use a heat gun or a blow dryer to melt the ice. It does take a little bit of time, but the payoff at the end is absolutely amazing, where it looks like this ice sculpture has just melted magically out of this big block of ice. It's so cool. This is an Evan era original right here. It's a trick that we came up with. So try this one out at your next holiday party and amaze your friends and family. Here's a quick and easy prank to pull off next time it snows. Hey, B.
Don't.
So the key for this one is to get a white balloon, and you're only going to blow it up until about the size of a snowball. Then you're just going to take some loose snow like this. You're going to get it in your hands, wear a pair of gloves so you don't get frostbite. And then you're just going to roll the balloon around like this, make it look like you're making a snowball. And when you chuck it at the person, it just floats to the ground like that. It's so funny. Such an awesome wintertime prank. Here's a cool card trick to pull off at your next holiday party. I just want you to take the deck of cards. I'm going to spread them out like this. Just pull one card out, face down. I'm going to turn my back, take a peek at the cards, and slide it back in the deck and spread it. Okay?
Okay. Take any card?
Yep. Anywhere you want. Perfect. And square the cards up. Perfect. Okay. All right. Got it? Okay. We're going to put the deck down. Now you remember your card, right? You got tough too. Okay. So I have something in my pocket. Let's try something. It's just a folded up piece of paper like this. Okay?
Okay.
See? So if I fold it up like this, I'm just going to try something. Check this. I'll just take my scissors. Think about your card, okay?
Okay.
Remember your card, right?
Yes. I'm thinking about it.
It's the 8 of hearts.
Whoa, and it's a snowflake. That's cool. That is cool. You see that? That is awesome. That looks such a cool pattern.
This, make it this. Here's what you're going to need to set up this trick. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need a square cut piece of paper like this that you're going to fold there and fold there. And then you're going to need a deck of cards. But this is not just any deck of cards. This is called a one-way force deck. And every single card in the deck is exactly the same. That's how you're able to tell them to pick a card with your back turned and you know what card it is every single time. Now in this case, you don't want your one-way force deck to be the 10 of diamonds. You actually want it to be the 8 of hearts. And we do have one-way force decks available at evaneratv.com with worldwide shipping. Check out the link in the description if you want to pick one up. It's literally the easiest way to make someone pick a card that you want them to pick because every card's the same. So you spread the cards on the table like this, and then you turn your back and tell them to select any card face down, slide it across the table, and have a look at it, then slide it back into the deck. They draw any card they want, and no matter what, it's going to be the 8 of hearts. They put their card back in, and then you turn back around. You've got your square, fold, fold, and then we're going to fold one more time like this. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut a snowflake design into the edge, but what's really key is cutting this design into it. You're going to cut a little half circle like this, and then another one slightly bigger like that, and then we're going to do this. Just like this, so that when it's unfolded, you're getting this 8 and a heart design just like that. So after you've got this in here, you can then incorporate any sort of snowflake design on the sides that you want. You can cut some triangles in it like this, and then just go wild with the cuts. Kind of just make it a crazy design. The more you cut this paper, the more it's going to look like a snowflake when it's unfolded. And remember, every snowflake is unique, so whatever you do, it's alright. So now once you have the snowflake design cut out like this, you can then dramatically unfold your snowflake. Looks like a super cool winter snowflake with their selected card built into the design. It's a super cool souvenir that they can take home to remember the trick by, and every single one that you'll ever make is completely unique. It's really cool.
And that is the secret of the snowflake card trick.
Here's a clever magic prank to pull off this holiday season. Okay, check this out. I've got a bowl full of glitter here. We're going to make Christmas ornaments.
Yay! So excited.
That's cool. So, actually, that's something I want to show you. Just take like a handful of it like this.
Don't eat it. No, what?
Try it.
Whoa, so great.
Want to know the secret? Here's how it's done. So all you need to set this up is some edible cake glitter. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take these and empty them into this bowl here. So now that you have your big bowl of glitter, you can set up like an ornament decorating station for kids at the party. Then walk up, just grab a big handful of the glitter, shove it in your mouth, and since it's purely made of sugar, it's totally safe to eat. And that is the secret of how to eat glitter safely. Here's an amazing illusion to make a cup of hot cocoa magically stir itself. Check it out. Okay, I have a cool trick to show you. So I have a mug of hot cocoa here.
Yes,
Some
I love
hot cocoa mixed as well. Add a little bit to the cup.
Okay.
But we need to mix it. And mix the hot water and the milk with the cocoa. So check this out. You can see it happen.
What? How genius is that? That's awesome. Yes. Why have we not been doing this? Frosty that is. I really want to know how it's done.
I'll teach you and you right now. Okay, here is the secret to the stirring mug trick. This is a self-stirring mug. It's an electronic mug and it's got a little stir right down there in the bottom. It's kind of like a little blender and it's got a button right here. When you press it, it makes that little stir spin in a circle just like that, and it will stir whatever liquid is inside the cup. It's a battery-operated electronic mug. Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to win a self-stirring mug. I'm giving this one away to one lucky viewer. So you can fill the mug with hot chocolate or eggnog, some kind of festive holiday beverage. You don't want to fill it up too much, and then when you press the button, it will begin to stir. It's super cool. It's also self-cleaning. If you just put water in it, spin up just like that. With the water, you can really see the funnel effect that happens. It's just because of the centrifugal force. You can actually just take a straw and go right down in the eye of the storm. So you can even make it like a challenge. Like, I bet I can stick this straw down in this cup of water without it getting wet. Check it out. Straw goes down inside the cup and doesn't get wet. And that is the secret of the magic stirring cup of hot chocolate. Here's a practical prank to pull with a punch bowl.
Ooh, punch! What happened to the punch? Ew! Really? You all ruined Christmas.
This is just
That's just a
Story about a
prank,
magical
not
place.
like magic.
where everything's amazing. This is a perfect one to pull off at a party. It's a fun prank. All you need is some of this. It's called slush powder. It's like a gelling powder. This is the stuff that actually is inside diapers and absorbs all the liquid. So you can use it for a prank by adding it to a punch bowl at a party. Got our punch bowl here. I'm just going to fill it up with some punch. And then all you have to do is secretly add the slush powder to the punch. And as you can see, this will instantly start to gel up. It looks really weird. And the more you add, the thicker it will get. So once it's gelled up like this, you're then going to sink the ladle back down into it and then kind of smooth out the gel. So then when the next person comes up to get punch out of the bowl, they'll go to get a cup and it just comes up with this big blob of goo. It's so gross looking. It's a super funny holiday prank that anyone can do. Here's an amazing trick for the holiday season that brings the magic of nature indoors.
What is this? Oh, that's so cool. That's so pretty. It's like a rainbow.
Here is the secret to the magic paper snow streamers. This is a little bundle of paper streamers. You can actually just slip it on your hand like this and conceal it for your performance. All you're going to do before the performance starts is slightly rip the bottom of this open. As you can see, there are a bunch of little tiny paper streamers inside here. So these come in multicolor and just plain white if you want to make it look like it's snowing, or it can do this cool rainbow effect, but it produces a ton of these paper streamers. It looks super cool. As you fling your hand outward, all the streamers will come out of this little packet. They'll cascade down on the room and looks like it's just snowing magically inside. And that is the secret of the magic appearing streamers. Here's a new twist on a classic holiday drink.
Take a look.
Okay, since it's the holidays, I have some eggnog here. Do you like eggnog?
I do, actually. I love it.
Awesome. Let me pour you a glass. As you can see, nothing in our cup here.
Yes.
The mug is completely empty.
I wouldn't believe it if it
Eggnog
wasn't
here.
coming from the carton.
You can see.
Oh, yeah, that looks amazing.
I'll just let go of the cup.
Putting milk in there.
Doesn't look like that.
I was going to say, do not. Although I trust you. Gosh, that's a lot.
It is.
Okay.
Take the cup
There's nothing in there. I
like
think
this.
I've
Now,
seen this.
every cup of eggnog actually has a secret.
You probably have.
Yeah.
Watch if we reach down in the eggnog. Or a cup of eggnog.
Yeah, I don't.
Still.
Yeah, that is a pillow.
All you need to set this up is a cup, some eggnog, a real egg, and these sleight of hand moves. The only other thing you'll need is a long sleeve shirt. The long sleeves are key because before the trick starts, you're going to hide the egg up the sleeve of your shirt. Now we can start the trick, show our hands empty, pour ourselves a glass of eggnog. So the egg is hidden at the sleeve, and then as you tilt your arm down, the gravity will cause it to fall out into your hand just like that. So then it's as simple as showing your hand empty, and then as you reach down into the cup, it looks like you just pull the egg right out of the eggnog. It's a simple sleight of hand. You can produce a lot of different objects from your sleeves. A classic magic principle that you can pull off with little preparation. And that is the secret of the magic egg from the eggnog trick.
Everyone loves cookies.
Here's a sweet trick that you can pull off this holiday. Okay, cool holiday card trick to show you. So I have a deck of cards here.
But a holiday.
Bunch of different cards in the deck.
Yeah.
See? Check this out.
There should be about
I'm
cookies.
going to just cut through the pack like this real quick.
Okay.
Like riffle down it like this. You say stop. You know the drill.
Yep.
Whenever you...
Stop.
There?
Yep.
Want to go further?
No.
Nope. Take a look at the card. Show them.
Okay.
Got it. Put it back anywhere in the deck that you want. Stick it in there. Perfect. Make sure you remember that card though, okay?
Okay.
Got it. Alright. So you want to take the
Oh my
deck
gosh,
and
I
want
just
to
forgot.
put it away. But you remember the card, right?
Yeah.
Four black
Yeah.
diamonds.
So we're going to try something a little different. I have some Christmas cookies over here.
Yum.
Christmas time.
Yes.
So you can
So
see
far,
we got
so
like we have a little Christmas tree and a little gingerbread man on here. Stocking and there's no little gingerbread man there. And then we have these nice
Cute. I love these
cookies here. But the most interesting cookie in this whole bunch.
Really? You put it in the cookies. That's my card. That's awesome. And they're red and green. Very clever. Very fun.
What? How is it the same?
That's my card.
Okay, here's what you need to pull off this trick. You're going to need a deck of cards. You're going to need one specific card from the deck, and then you're going to need these cool cookie cutters. So these are playing card suit shaped cookie cutters. They're super cool. You can make these into some cool cookies with sugar cookie dough, just like these. You got your heart, diamond, spades, and your club shaped cookie cutter. So you can make the cookie and then hide it at the bottom of a dish of Christmas cookies. And then you're going to take this card and force it on your spectator. You're going to make them choose that card without them knowing it. I have a video called 10 Ways to Force a Card. If you're not familiar with the technique, you can check that out at the link in the description. So once we force the card, the trick is as simple as moving the cookies off of your pre-made cutout cookies. Right here we have the 4 and the club. It's a fun little holiday card trick that you can pull off at your next party.
And that is the Christmas cookie card trick.
Here's a funny gift wrap prank to pull off for the holidays.
Check it out.
Your first step is to take a cardboard box and you're going to cut out the shape of a bicycle. You're just going to take a utility blade here. If you're a kid, obviously you need an adult's help with this. And you're going to cut out circles for the wheels to begin with. Once you have your wheels cut out, your next step is to cut out your bike frame. So you're just going to cut out some strips of cardboard and you're going to build the frame of the bike just like that. And then your next step is to tape or glue the pieces in place. Once you have the frame of the bike fully assembled, your next step is to wrap it up in wrapping paper. Once you have your cardboard cut out of the bicycle wrapped up in wrapping paper, you're going to place it with some other gifts next to the Christmas tree.
Oh, crazy.
Look at that. Behind you. And that is how you do the bicycle gift wrap prank. Here's a fun card trick to pull off around the Christmas tree.
Cool. Let's see it.
All right, kiddo, cool card trick to show you. I'm going to dribble through the cards like this. You say stop whenever you would like. Ready?
Stop.
Right there. You want to go further? Take a look. Show it to them. Got it. All right. Put it back anywhere in the deck
They
that you like.
showed that.
You got the card memorized? All right. Check this out. We're going to mix it up just a little bit. All right. Remember the card?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. Look at the Christmas tree right here. Is that in that ornament right there? Is that your card?
Okay.
That's your card? Inside your ornament. You see it? It is? That's your card?
Crazy.
That's cool.
No,
Simple secret.
'cause-
Here's how it's done. Here's what you need to set this one up at home. You're going to need one of these clear plastic ornaments. You can pick these up for craft projects. They're the type of ornaments that you can paint and decorate yourself. We're going to use it for a card trick. So you just remove this little stopper in the top, and then you're going to need 2 decks of cards because you need 2 duplicate cards. So remove the same card from each deck. And then you can set one of the decks aside because you won't need it. One of the duplicate cards is going to go inside our ornament before the trick starts. So once you have the playing card loaded inside the ornament, you're then going to replace the little topper, that, and hang it on your Christmas tree. Your next step is to take the deck of playing cards with the duplicate and perform a force. That is, make the spectator pick the card that you want them to pick. There is a link in the description for that if you're not familiar with the technique. Then you're simply going to take their card back, lose it in the deck, and then spray the cards at the Christmas tree. You want to make sure that their back is turned to it so that they don't see the card in the ornament before the trick starts. And you call their attention to the ornament with the card inside. They'll be totally freaked out. It's a super cool Christmas card trick that you can pull off at your next holiday party. And that is the secret of the magic card to the Christmas ornament trick. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with someone who you think might like it as well. Be sure to head over to our online shop, that's evanaratv.com. We have all the holiday magic that you need.
And cool gifts for the whole family.
The link for that is in the description down below or at evanaratv.com. Alright guys, it is giveaway time. We are giving away all the props from this video. All the magic props that you saw in this video are up for grabs in the giveaway. All you have to do to be eligible to win is hit the thumbs up on the video, be subscribed to Evanera TV on YouTube, give the page a like on Facebook, leave a comment in the comment section down below.
It's time to announce the giveaway winners from our last How To Magic video. The winners will appear magically right here.
To all our giveaway winners, be sure to send your full mailing address to this email address on the screen right here. Thank you to everyone who entered that giveaway, and good luck to everyone entering this giveaway. Be sure to hit that thumbs up and leave those comments in the comment section down below. Alright guys, if you missed the last episode of How To Magic, you can catch up by watching it right over there.
And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button.
The shop is right down there if you want to grab some merch and support our channel. And until next time, remember that anything is possible as long as you stay positive.
All right, step 1. The baby's safety comes first.
Guys,
That's
hope
right.
you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you guys in another one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. In the video. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. In the video. And maybe even in the video. So I'll see you guys next time. How to Magic.